You might be feeling stuck right now, unsure of your path, doubting yourself, or even questioning your own purpose. It can feel overwhelming, like you are adrift without direction. But here's the truth. Feeling lost is often the first step to truly finding yourself. Not just in a philosophical sense, but more in a practical, life-changing sense. It's a signal that your mind are waking up to the fact that something needs to change. And believe me, that's a good thing. If you've been following my channel, you will know that I'm not the biggest fan of the phrase finding yourself. It can sound vague and a little cliche, but today I'm making an exception. There are certain moments in life where finding yourself is exactly what you need, because sometimes it's the only way to truly align with the things that truly matter to you in life. Let's talk about what happens when you feel lost. It's easy to panic, your mind races, and it's easy to think, I've messed up. I'm behind everybody else. I'm not where I should be. But in reality, it's the opposite. Feeling lost isn't a failure. It's the first sign that you're beginning to realize that your life isn't purposeful and meaningful enough. It's your mind showing you a deep level of respect, telling you, hey, you're capable of so much more than this. It's a wake-up call. A reminder that you have so much more untapped potential waiting to be unleashed. Now, let me ask you this. When do we grow the most? Is it when we are comfortable just cruising through life? No. We grow when we are challenged. When we are forced to reassess and rethink our choices. If you've never felt lost, doubtful or uncertain, chances are you've been stuck in a routine that's not pushing you forward. And here's the thing, complacency might feel safe, but in reality it's stagnation. In life, when we stand still, we actually fall behind. So don't beat yourself up for being lost. If you're like me, a seeker, an explorer, you go deep into life's experiences. And when you explore too far, sometimes you get lost. But can you really hate yourself for being curious? Of course not. Curiosity is vital. You want to taste different fruits, explore different paths. And yes, sometimes you'll pick a bad apple along the way. But isn't that part of the adventure? Now, if you're feeling lost right now, I want you to understand that this is your greatest opportunity. This is your chance to anchor a new identity, to start moving towards the person you really want to become, and toward the life that excites you. But here's the tricky part. When you first realize you're lost, you don't have the answers right away. You're standing in the middle of the wilderness, unsure of which way to go. And that's okay. You don't have to have the answers right away. Think about an explorer getting lost in uncharted territory. What does he do? Does he panic? Does he wander aimlessly? No, he stops. He takes a deep breath and orients himself. And for you in your situation, the first step is to focus. But focus is hard to come by in today's world, isn't it? Our attention is constantly under attack, pulled in every direction by social media and endless notifications, by distractions designed to keep us reactive instead of reflective. We are so busy responding to the world around us that we forget to ask the simplest yet most important question: where am I right now? And that's the key. Sometimes we move so fast that we forget to ask ourselves, why am I moving in this direction? Is this even the way I want to go? Normally I'm all about taking action, staying on the grind, pushing forward. But if you're feeling lost, this is one of those rare moments where you need to pause, slow down, step off the treadmill, take a breath, set up camp. Picture it, you're in the wilderness, setting up a fire, taking a moment to ground yourself. Give yourself space to reflect. Allow yourself the time to just be, instead of feeling the pressure to constantly do. This isn't about giving up. This is about regrouping. It's about giving yourself the respect you deserve by taking a moment to reflect, to relax, and reassess where you are headed. Because once you slow down, once you go quiet, you'll start to hear the answers to the questions you have been avoiding. And this next part is important. Sometimes the best way to figure things out is the simplest. Sit down with a piece of paper or your notes app and start asking yourself the questions that matter. What do I want? What am I moving toward? What's my direction? These aren't easy questions. They take time. But as you begin to answer them little by little, you'll start orienting yourself. You will start to transform the feeling of being lost into a sense of purpose and direction. And that's when things really start to change. So don't fear the uncertainty. Don't run from the doubt. Embrace it. Feeling lost isn't the end of your journey. It's the beginning of a new one. a better one. And the fact that you're here right now means that you're already on your way.